Hi, and welcome to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is the Thursday edition, and yes, it is Geno T, your host. Thank you for coming aboard, and I'd like to thank my good friends and sponsors at LouDogs.com. Go to LouDogs.com today. Check them out. Check out their free rolls. Everything's free. Sign up. Check it out. Go for it. You got nothing better to do, and guess what? You'll get smarter because you'll read some blogs from some of the best handicappers on the web. Check them out at LouDogs.com. Now, on to what's burning my ass. Oh, my God, we have a litany of things and only a few minutes to get to it. Cuban and Odom. Mark Cuban is a maniac. We all know that. Odom should have known that going in. Odom also should have known going in that he's looking for commitment. And when he cornered him, Mark Cuban, and asked him, are you on this team or not? You should have said yes. But then again, you couldn't because your head's so messed up. So why did you even bother being involved in the first place? The trade from the Lakers really ruined them. The Kardashian marriage and all that stuff will ruin anybody. Guess what? Odom, take a year off, get out of the sport, maybe think about what you want to do, maybe go into a reality show, I don't know. Keep your head in basketball if you want to stick with it. You have to. People don't want to see a half-assed player out there. Trust me. Parcells, we'll talk about him quickly. Apparently, there's news that he might be on the coaching staff in New Orleans. Yes, we'll hear more about that, as sure as the draft comes up. Especially when you see the draft, because you'll know by the picks if Parcells is there. Bears and Forte. Bears, you got to sign Forte. You got to do something. That man is the offense of your team. I know you got Brandon Marshall back, and I know Cutler and them are going to have that old magic working again, hopefully. But you got to remember, Brandon Marshall is another head case. You don't know what's going to happen there. You got Michael Bush, excellent running back from the Raiders. He will be a great compliment to Forte. You got to get him in. He's not a full season guy. He can be, but he's also a whole different runner. Forte was a very dynamic, explosive runner, much like Run DMC in Oakland. You need him there to complement and to really get the most out of Bush. Vince Young, you want to go to the Texans? Why? So you can sit on the bench behind Schaub and hang out as an overpaid cheerleader? I don't know what's going on with Vince Young. I know he had one great year where he came back and won 9 straight games with the Titans, and he looked tremendous, and it looked like he turned his life around. 4 months later, he's back in a strip club getting into a fight because somebody gave him the Texan horns. Grow up, Vince Young. If you want to go to the Texans, sit there and learn something. Maybe you can be on the bench for a while, yes, but when you come in and play like a player and stay like a player. You were a talented guy, and you blew it for nothing. Sorry I went on my rant. Now on to the games. Last night, we went 2-0. Well, 1-0 in our series with the Flyers. And we also went 1-0 in the NBA. I only had one pick for you last night with the Sixers. It was a slam dunk, so to speak. Tonight, we're going to give you some more NBA action really quick, and I'm going to get on to your hockey. Tonight, big game. Take it. Detroit all over Charlotte. Look for Detroit to dismantle Charlotte. Detroit is one of those teams. I know they're not in the playoffs. They are playing very well right now, and Charlotte is just horrible. They're laying 5.5 in Charlotte. Take Detroit. Nail it down. This is the time of year where garbage teams that are good teams, somewhat solid, take advantage and just go nuts. Go for Detroit tonight. I'm telling you, that's the winner. Also, big game tonight. We got the Bulls and the Heat. And I know Derrick Rose is probably not going to be in the game. But guess what? The Bulls are 17-5 without him. Miami Heat, I'm sorry. You know what? I put a little bit of credence in them the other night. For what reason, I don't know. They suck. And I'll tell you why they suck. LeBron James is still an individualized player, as I've said many times before. Dwayne Wade is really the glue of that team. Bosh, we don't even know where he is. He's on the back of a milk carton half the time. Maybe, like Skip Bayless says, they might turn it on tonight. I friggin' doubt it. Take the Bulls tonight. They might be better without Rose in there. Take the Bulls to crush them. They're only laying at 1.5. Look for the Bulls to win and cover. Those are my 2 NBA picks. On to my series picks for the NHL. Rangers, yes, it's a homer pick. Take the Rangers. They're going to rip out the Senators. They're going to take them out 5 games, 4-1. Take the Rangers. I'm not going to tell you anymore. And Lundqvist, you're going to win the Vezina Trophy. Trust me, it should be yours. The only other guy that stands in your way is Quick, and he's too new to really. You had a tremendous year, Lundqvist. I hope we see you in the finals. Take us there, baby, to the promised land. Other series to talk about, we have the Bruins in Washington. Washington just kind of fell apart. They really didn't do much. Ovechkin turns into Ovechkin. They're going into the series without Vakun, their goalie. He won't be there for this series at least. Take the Bruins in this series. They're looking to go back and repeat. The Bruins are much too strong. On to two other games I'm going to give you real quick. We got the Blackhawks at Phoenix. Phoenix is horrible. I mean, yes, they're good. I know they won their division. It's been a long time. They haven't been in the playoffs since '96, the first year they were in the division. But the Blackhawks have much, much more experience. They were in the finals. They won the Cup 2 years ago. Their line of Kane, Holsa, and Toews is just too strong, too much. Take the Blackhawks in the series. Sharks, this is my underdog special. The Sharks are playing the St. Louis Blues. They're going to be starting tonight in St. Louis. The Sharks are an awesome team to watch. Watch them. It's Shark hockey. And once this game switches back, if they can get one game in St. Louis, which I think they're going to do, maybe tonight, the whole series is going to wrap up in San Jose. Look for the Sharks once they get it back home. If they can get it back home 1-1, look for them to take the series. And that's all I got for you folks. We are out of time. Have an incredible weekend. Follow me on Twitter, GenoT32. I'll be giving you all my winners throughout the weekend there. And until next Tuesday, you take it easy.